Hi guys, so welcome to your introduction for the supply and demand project. This is your project that you will require a partner for, so listen carefully, okay? It is a video project estimated to take about 3 to 4 hours. So in class we discussed how concepts like supply and demand can affect production and consumption in a market economy. You, along with a partner, will be creating a newscast video that demonstrates these forces. So you'll go click on the people, okay, which is right up here on my page, link so that you can see your group of 2. You can communicate with your partner via the Canvas Message Center, so that will help you with your communication. Each group should submit 1 video only. You can complete the project virtually. You will not be required to meet face-to-face with your partner unless you wish to, okay? So you're going to choose a product of your own design or one which you're familiar with, which would be affected by the dynamics of a market economy, okay? Partner 1, your job is to write, oh, there's my husband in the background, sorry. Your job is to write 4 clearly stated headlines describing events that will result in a shift in demand. So you must cover all 4 of the factors listed below, which I'll talk about here in a second. You'll need to draw a separate graph on poster board, whiteboard, or a digital device for each headline. I'll show you here an example as well so that you can understand what I mean by that. You will need to clearly display each graph in your video. You'll need to explain each headline in your newscast video. Partner 2 will actually write 4 clearly stated headlines describing events that would result in a shift in supply. So, same things apply in terms of drawing the separate graphs and your explanations for all 4 of the factors. So, what are those factors? Hopefully you already know, but here they are for you just in case. The factors that affect supply are costs of production, technology, taxes, and quotas. Factors that affect demand are taste and preferences, income, price of related substitutes, and price of related complements, so prices of things that go along with it, right? So to earn an A, just so you know how you're going to get an A on this project right here, okay, each graph needs to contain the name of the product, a headline affecting change in supply or demand. The headline should not explicitly state which factor is affected, okay? Although mine will, and the only reason why is because I want to make sure that you understand what the factor is, okay? So a thoroughly labeled graph showing supply and demand shifts, equilibrium price 1 and 2, and equilibrium quantity 1 and 2, okay? So I'll show you that as well. And then a verbal explanation of the shift in your video. So you need to do kind of what I'm doing right now with my example. You need to record yourself doing this, okay? So here's an example. The event is, in this headline, will cause a shift in demand that will decrease the demand for the product at every single price point, okay, just as we will see here. So let's talk about the way that we make our charts, all right? First off, here is your y-axis with the price, and here's your x-axis with the quantity, okay? You want to make sure you have your supply curve, okay? And then the inverse relationship goes right here. With your demand, right? So that's just like kind of the initial setup, right? So this is just so that you know our kind of idea here. Coffee, one of my all-time favorite things in the entire world. I mean, who doesn't love coffee? If you don't, wait till college. No, I'm serious. So coffee is, however, found to cause cholesterol. So if we find out that coffee it causes cholesterol, we know the demand for the product will go down, right? So that is why we have a shift. So D1, here's our original demand line, and here is our original equilibrium point, which you do want to make sure you have labeled. But now we know that if this happens, if we find out that coffee, you know, causes cholesterol, tastes and preferences might change, okay, because some people will be more health conscious and choose tea instead, right? Something like that. So here we go. Boom. All right. We now have shifted the curve down to demand 2 right here. And now, as we can see, there is a different equilibrium price, which we now have labeled E2. right? So make sure that you understand that. This is E1 because it's with our demand curve 1 and supply curve. All right, supply curve stays the same, but shift in demand is down over here. Okay, and that's pretty much it. I do have a couple of other student examples, so you can look at these student examples and get another idea. You can choose any product that you want, that you have some sort of knowledge about. I find that food or cell phones or something that is very accessible are generally easy for us to understand. Okay, so review your grading rubric prior to submitting your work. Take a look down here again at your special grading rubric. You do receive only an individual grade for this, so do not worry if something, say, happens with your partner. Your grade is your own grade. Okay, so please let me know through the Canvas inbox system if you have any questions. And other than that, I can't wait to see your newscast. Thanks, guys.